What up? This is Zach from SUR, hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live. Getting down. Boys, feel good? We good? Sweet.
Let's talk about this new music, man. Make It to Morning. Let's talk about this track. Looking at the comments from people that are listening to the track, they either came from your website or they came from a TV show. But regardless where they came from, they're loving the track. Tell me about creating this track.
Well, Make It to Morning is actually the oldest SUR track that was created so long ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was one of the very first, that was the jump off to what SUR is.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of a powerhouse song, self-explanatory. Like, you're going to go hard and you're going to do all you can do. And at the end of the night, you're going to be like, I don't know, man, I don't know if I can do it. But you do. You muscle through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm actually surprised that it's one of the oldest songs because it sounds like such a fresh song. As a songwriter, how do you create something that no matter how long before, people actually get to hear it, it's still a fresh sound?
I wish I knew, man. I don't know, honestly. When I'm making songs, my brain is more shut off than anything else. Yeah. So I wish there was a formula I could let the world know,
right.
because I would have it too.
Now, take me into the studio when you were creating this track. The team behind it, producers. Who did you end up working with, and what was that experience like for you?
Well, it was a lot of me. There's a lot of me. I produced the track, I wrote the track, performed the song, and then I had my boy Chris Kovacs come through, and he did like a remix on it and cleaned it up because it was so old. We were just like, all right, let's update it a little bit. And me and Kovacs worked on it together, and that's it. That was the team. That's all it took.
And what was it about this track that, obviously you're bringing it back after so many years? Like, why was this song so special to you?
I just feel like it needed some life. It needed to be heard. It was time for it to, get out there and people to hear it. So, yeah.
Now, over the years, as you continue to write more music, you're getting new experiences. You're getting older. Like, how do you feel your evolution as a songwriter? How do you see it grow? Is that something that you could tell how much it's evolved, or is that something that people tell you like, dude, that was the way you wrote this track was insane. Like, I wouldn't have expected it last year or something.
Yeah, I mean, I try to constantly shake it up and do new shit every time. 2018 is definitely like a restraint year for me. I'm gonna pull back and do more with less. So I hope that translates, and I hope to keep people guessing all the time. That's kind of what SUR is. It's not one thing. It's this spinning, whirling dervish. It's out of control. So I don't even know what it's gonna be in a year from now.
So safe to say, there's no specific sound for SUR.
There is. SUR is a combination of love, violence, and nature. It's all together at once, and whatever that sounds like is what SUR is.
Right. Now, aside from this track, I know you have a debut EP dropping later this year in May. What can you tell me about this EP, and how different was creating this EP like for you in the studio?
Well, it was just me in the studio, so it was nuts, because you need somebody to bounce things off of, and it's really, you have a lot of control when you're solo, and you can do whatever you want. You can spend as much time on getting a guitar tone all you want. You're not pissing anybody off. Right. But it helps to have another brain around that you can bounce some stuff off. So yeah, it was a lot of me driving myself nuts and like almost having a nervous breakdown. But I think at the end of the day, we came through. Yeah.
Now you taking control of everything. Is it a control thing that you have, or is it you just feel more comfortable when you're writing your own music, you're creating your own records?
It was just
control thing.
It was just out of necessity. Danny thinks that it is a control thing. It is a little bit of both, but
he's so goddamn good.
It's out of necessity, 100%. I love working with people. I love bringing other brains into the studio and seeing what we can create, man. But I I just powered through it, and I'm glad that I'm still walking upright from it because I drove myself nuts doing it.
Now we're here at the Roxy tonight. You're about to perform. You know, caught some of the sound check. You have a full band with you. You know, how did you go about picking these members that are in your band? Like, how did you? Are they buddies you met? Like,
Danny boy, come here.
I think he just took off. There you go.
This guy came over and was like, that dude came to my house and was like, I heard you're looking for a band to play these songs, and I'm like, yeah, I am. And then once I found out what an amazing drummer he was, I was like, well, you can just, do you want to just be in it too? And he's like, hell yeah. And he basically brought all the players, and we all get along. It's great. Yeah.
Now moving forward, what can we expect for you this year aside from the debut EP that's about to drop? Like, what else can we expect?
I hope just some, you know, outrageous, nutty behavior in the coolest way, and some introspective music, and some music you want to headbang to, some music you want to move your body to, and as long as you're interested, I'm happy. Yeah.
And Interscope Records, huge label for you. What is it about Interscope that, you know, you jumped on board with them, and how did this happen for you?
That is a long story, my friend. I wish we had that time. Man, I don't know. It was a lot of work, a lot of work that finally came to a head, and I would say that 99% of the times it's like right when you're about to give up is when shit happens. So don't do that. Don't do it.